Alright guys, so here's the first impressions video for the iPhone 5. Um, Alright, so uh, hardware of the device is nice. I got the incipient case on here right now, but the hardware of the device is really well built. It's a little too light actually. I see what the people mean now when they're saying it's too light, so I'm glad I got a case on there because it actually feels like I got something in my hand. I can't even feel this in my pocket. When I got it in my pocket, it's weird, but um, I can't even feel it in my pocket, man. It's so light. At 112 grams, I think that's just a little too much. Some people might like a really light phone. You know, I prefer a thin phone, but it's a phone with some weight. Like the Galaxy S3 is a great example. It's only about 20 some odd grams more. I would say it's bigger, and this is really small in the hand. It's a good fit. It's pretty good. The build quality again is really nice. No complaints there. Just the weight of the phone it sounds crazy, but the 4S feels a lot better in the hand. Every other device I've got feels better than this one in the hand. It's a little too light. So having a case on it will definitely bring some heft to it, which is what you'll want. Some people, most people, want a little bit of heft. So you want to know the phone's in your pocket. Um, so build quality is great. I'll be testing the camera out later on. This is just my initial. The screen on the device is impressive. Let's go to brightness. The screen is impressive. It's a bright screen, as you can see. It gets really bright, but it's nice. Um, some of the features in the phone, like panorama and the camera, I'm just kind of jumping around here. That's not impressive because that's not new technology. For the iPhone it is, so that's fine. Maps, I actually use Maps, and I didn't have any problems. It navigated straight through. My calendar sync is still good. I don't like photo stream, so I keep the photo stream turned off because I want to be able to delete some photos right on the money when I take them if I don't like them. The keyboard, let me open up the keyboard here. Hasn't changed. Same thing. For the people that are not into rooting their devices, it would be nice if Apple would give some kind of option to change the keyboard to black or something, just a different color. I don't like to root iPhones. I don't like doing it. I'll do an Android device, but I don't like rooting. Not rooting, but jailbreaking iPhones. I'll root an Android phone because it's really quick to the point. But Apple devices, when you're doing the jailbreaking, I'm pretty sure there's places out there that'll do an instant jailbreak, but I guess I'm just not into it for Apple for jailbreaking. But nonetheless, the keyboard is very responsive, like it always is. Web browsing here was extremely fast, to my surprise. It's on 3G here. I chose to do 3G. Cricket. They do have LTE, but they're only testing it in one market right now because it's still fairly new to them. But as you can see, their 3G is pretty fast for it to be 3G. I'm going to turn the brightness down so I can, for this video, see if that'll help. Their 3G is pretty quick. It's nice. It does the job. It definitely gets it done. Haven't had any drop calls or anything. The service has been fine. It's been really bad storming here all day. I mean, it's been really bad weather, and still had full service. No problems, nothing. So internet surfing is definitely a go. If you're thinking about getting it off contract and you're starting fresh or you just want to do whatever, Metro PCS. I don't know if they have it yet, but I know Cricket has it. And Cricket, you can use it worldwide. So, but all in all, I mean, I think my first impressions of this device. I've been doing a lot of web surfing, and it's getting the job done. One thing I will say though is the battery, it drained pretty quickly. with light use. I mean, I'm not even when I'm at work. I do I'm on my device a lot, but it drained pretty quickly. I'm a heavy user, so and I'm not even on LTE. I'm just on the device. It drained really quickly, and I'm gonna say within 6 hours the battery had died. But the plus is it charges really fast. I mean, I plugged it in, and within 30 minutes it was probably up to about 70%. I was like, wow. So that is a huge plus. So that won't be a problem then. I'll buy me an extra charger and leave it in my office. I'm not gonna buy an adapter. I'm just gonna buy an extra charger because it's only $19 for the lightning bolt cable, and I can just plug it into the laptop. The adapter is $30. Now that's just ridiculous, and so that's fine. But I think I covered the things that I wanted to cover. The YouTube client, I hate it. I hate the YouTube client on the iPhone. I would prefer the way they had it before. I don't like this standalone application from Google. Not on the iPhone. It's for an Android phone, definitely. It's horrible on the iPhone. I'm getting into a full review here. Anyway, first impressions of the device. It's nice. It's still just an iPhone, but to iPhone users, it's magical, and that's okay. Because there's a lot of things out there that Android's the Galaxy S3 is just like the Galaxy Note 2 that's coming. You can say that about any device. Fact of the matter is, this iPhone should have come out 2 years ago. I won't say 2. I'll say a year ago. Should have come out a year ago because it's on par with, for an iPhone, it's the best iPhone that's ever come out. But this, for what they're offering and they're calling magical and everything, it should have come out a year ago. Now I've got a Sprint one of these coming as well, but I didn't want to be on contract with mine, so my wife has hers on contract, so she upgraded or something like that to just renew the contract or whatever. So I decided to go and just pay $4.99 for it. Now if you're and some people say, oh my God, that's too much. Well, the fact of the matter is it's not. $4.99 for an off-contract iPhone, and it has a SIM slot, and it's more than likely unlocked. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll grab a nano SIM from T-Mobile and pop it in there and see. But if it's not, it'll be an easy unlock, and I can use it on any GSM provider. But I did pop it open, and there's no SIM card in here, so I'll grab a nano SIM and check it out. But $4.99 off contract, and then you get unlimited talk and text, and you get 2.5 gigs of data at high speed for $55. Now, if you think that's bad, or you think that's too much, or you want to say, oh, Cricket's horrible, it's a prepaid. Cricket has, I've never had them before, but I was willing to take the chance with this device, or a 4S, if I wanted to get one, but I really just wanted to get this device and check it out. But $55 a month for the iPhone 5 at $4.99 off contract, compare it yourself. They use the same technology as Sprint. Yeah, it doesn't have LTE, but they use the same technology as Sprint and Verizon. And look at those bills, how much they're gonna be. Sprint, you're looking at about, and I had a Sprint account, so a single line is $79 before taxes, before anything. Once they add their fees on there, you're back up to about $100. This one is $55, and there's no overages or anything, and you get the same speeds as you do with the Sprint one. Now the Verizon one is faster, the AT&T one is faster, but you know what? You got Wi-Fi, and this isn't bad for web surfing. Now when you get into streaming, then you might run into some issues, but it'll stream at the lower quality. But are you going to pay more per month? Some people do. Some people think it's worth it just to have an extra 5 megabits for your streaming, or for just to have, say, you have a faster download speed. I wouldn't. If you're willing to fork the cash over up front, you save over $1,000 in the end. or you just save. Period. You'll pay this phone off after having it for for at least within a 6-month time frame. You've gotten your money's worth for this phone by paying the lower price plan. With the other providers, you're paying a heck of a lot more just to get it. And especially Verizon and AT&T, their plans are ridiculous, man. Both of them were over $110 before taxes. Now that is just crazy. But anyway, I've gotten way into this initial. I like it. But let me go to something right here that I didn't cover. Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth don't work, and that's not. I read on the internet everybody else was complaining about that. I have sucky Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna credit it to that. But the Bluetooth, there's no reason why the Bluetooth should be choppy the way it is. I stream Bluetooth in my car sometimes. There's no reason why it should be that way. It's choppy. It's horrible. I called Apple. They were no help. They were like, we'll go through some master resets. That's not gonna help anything. The Wi-Fi, if I leave 10 feet away, it drops. Horrible. But when I went to my office earlier today, it didn't drop. But at work, I have this T1 connection. I mean, we have 30, 40 megabits down or whatever. I don't know. It's just a faster connection. Here, I'm only getting like 3 megabits, if that, 2 at home. My T-Mobile account gets about 27, way faster. So anyway, that's the initial. I hate the Wi-Fi. I hate the Bluetooth because it's not accurate. It doesn't really work. The Maps is great. I'm not having any problems with Maps. First impressions, I like it. And I know that's strange coming from me because I'm definitely pro Samsung, but first impressions, I'm impressed. I know there was a software update. The Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth issues can be fixed. So that's it for now. Come back to my next video. See you then.